Right, I'm here. Can you hear me? I hope so. So it's only taken me 5 months to do another live, and everything just went to pieces right at the last minute. But I'm here, I'm good to go. Hope you can hear me. Someone give me a little indication that they can hear me. Yes, we can hear you. Good. Okay, cool. So I'm not just talking to my laptop. So, my phone's going anyway, so I know I'm good. Right, welcome back. 20,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. We're going to have a little bit of fun for the next hour. I've got nice little things planned. We'll do a little bit of Q&A. I'm trying to get used to talking to my camera, which I messed up last time. And it's really hot, sunny day here. And so I'm happy to be in the dark chatting to you guys. But let's have a look what's going on in here. We've got 58 viewers. Thank you so much. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to scroll this right back up. EC Sonka, hi mate, hello. William Abike, you've been hanging in there for hours. I saw you earlier sneaking in the chat. Who else we got? Rafa Bernabo, Paul L. Found your channel after Mr. Alex Tech as a guest. Yeah, that seems like a long time ago now, so I'm not even quite a year yet. We are 11 months, 3 days to get to here. So again, thank you so much. But Alex was a real good milestone for me. That was at about 5,000, I think. So it was really kind of him to let me do that one. And I still get little comments about that one now, so that's good. Philip J, hello. Sid J Eos, good afternoon from Quebec, Canada. I think we've got a few in Canada. You'll be pleased to know my cousin Pip is from Canada, is back with us. She'll be doing the prize draw as ever. So look forward to that one. Jim Robinson, hello. Hey Darren, good morning from Vancouver, which is not too far from where my cousin is. 11 a.m, so good to see you got out of bed for me. Thank you very much. We'll get the congratulations out of the way before everyone jumps in. Yeah, thank you all again. I will be doing a huge bit of thank youing during this. That's what it's here for. I really cannot thank you all enough how quick you got me to 20k. It's quite unbelievable. I said I'd do a live at 15k, and whilst I was preparing that, suddenly it was going 16, 17, 18. So I thought, okay, I'm going to have to just do it at 20. I have been busy lately, as you all know, I think. I know I've not been posting quite as much as I usually do. I'm sorting that out now. I think I've done 2 or 3 sort of recently, but I'm trying to keep back on it, don't worry. Right, let me just have a quick drink. Sorry, I was running around like an idiot for about 5-10 minutes before this. All right, a few more hellos, and then I'll give you a breakdown of what we're going to do. It's 2 a.m. over here. William Abike, thank you very much. Stayed up for Darren. Good. I should think so too. Yash M, hi mate, how are you? Good to see you. William Hussey, there's tons of people on. Frank talking Blackpool, how you doing? I was your 100th subscriber, very proudly. So I hope your channel's picking up a little bit. Jay Littman is on. Hello Jay, this is brilliant because I'm normally watching Jay's lives. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that later, but thanks for popping in. Jay has just had a baby, so I know, or his missus has had a baby, but it's good to see him here, and he's working very hard behind the scenes. So welcome to my live, Jay. Let's see how I do. Rudolph Abilene, Yash M, Pip's here. That's good. Good to hear that you're here, Pip, because she's doing the prize draw for us. So there is a prize today. It's not a prize as such. It's a little gift from me to you. I'm giving away a 1 hour Zoom one-to-one bespoke on anything you want it to be. We can do editing page, color page, whatever you want. We can talk about football if you want, whatever you want. So we'll be giving away that before the end. I won't leave it right to the end in case people have to go. And okay, let's see, just do a few more and then we can go. Oh, we can hear you but not see you. Have we been doing all that without you seeing me? That's a great start, isn't it? How are we doing? Tell me if you can see me now. I was even talking to the camera. Okay, let's try not to make too many of those errors. I do find it quite hard to have to cope with all this stuff, but hopefully you can see me now. I don't think you can actually. Hang on. What am I doing wrong? Okay, you should be able to see me in a minute. Sorry about that. I've just done the whole start of it without you even being able to see me. That's a shame. There you go. All right, so you can see me now. Sorry about that. Okay, let's try and keep it good from now. Sorry about that. Okay, great start. Toby, easy. Oh, this is scrolling so fast now. We've got 100 people in. That's great. And I can't keep up with this scrolling through, so I'll get round to saying hi to all of you. Jay Littman, there you are. Thank you, mate. Okay, I'm just counting on you. You should have been in there quicker telling me you can't see me, mate. You're an expert at this. All right, so it is finally sunny in Brighton. It is 23 degrees outside at the minute. It's 7 o'clock at night. Everyone's down on the beach or in the pub. I've just literally went out for a little walk before this. It is beautiful. So it's the first time we've seen sun for, I don't know, about 8 months in England. So we're really pleased. It was bank holiday yesterday, so I took the day off and had a really nice day, got a little bit of sun. So this is actually skin tone. This is actually real skin colour from a pale English colourist. So it's not a LUT, this is actual skin tone here. So so it's just nice to see a bit of sun out. But anyway, I'll spend the next hour sat in the dark talking to my laptop, basically. So, but I am going to go straight out after this and grab a beer in a beer garden. Okay, let's tell you a little bit about what I'm going to do today. So the next 45, 50 minutes, or whatever we've got left, I'm going to do a breakdown of a grade I've done recently. So it's another music video. I've been doing a lot of music videos recently. And the reason I want to show you this one is because it's the first time I've ever used the Z-Cam. And I actually really liked it. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you the actual grade and show you exactly what I did. And I'll break that down and show you how it works with the Z-Cam, because the DaVinci Resolve does not have, in the CSTs, it does not have a setting for Z-Cam. So I'll show you how I dealt with that. And I really liked it. So I'll be doing that. There's going to be lots more thank yous throughout, obviously. Just randomly looking at Ray Watts, greetings from sunny Suffolk. Thank you, Ray. Carl Lang, did you find the 10 grand or so for the Blackmagic control board was worth it? It was a lot more than 10 grand, actually, and yes, it is worth it. Bear in mind, I've had this for about 9 years now, so it's easily paid itself off, but it's actually more than 20 grand. But yes, definitely worth it. Okay, what else we got? We've got my giveaway, of course, with my cousin Pip doing that. I'm also going to do a little thing near the end. I'm just going to give you a thing, what I'm going to call, like, it's 5 secrets. They're not really secrets, but 5 tips that I could give you that will improve your work straight away. So it's something, it doesn't matter whether you're a beginner, advanced. If you take away these 5 tips and think about them when you're doing a grade, I promise you they will help your the looks that you're getting and your workflow. So that's just 5 little quick tips that I want to give you. If you can hear some noise, by the way, the cleaners have just arrived, which is brilliant. They're going to start hoovering in a minute. And also, just over the road where I am, there's a big garden area, and there's a massive tent set up there. They're doing singing performances, and there's comedy going on, so there's a load of people over there. So hopefully it doesn't make too much noise during my stream. And just quickly, while I remember, I just want to say happy birthday to a couple of people. I know it sounds a bit like a entertainment show, but I just want to say happy birthday because it is Derek Cooper's birthday today, who's always really nice, kind comments to me. He's a good lad, and I haven't seen his name go through yet, but it's actually his birthday today. And also Jim Robinson, I've seen you're on. He told me it's his birthday next week, I think, Jim. So happy birthday for next week. And obviously my cousin Pip, who does the prize draw for us, and she was a massive YouTuber in her day, way back when it started, before everyone was making money out of it. And it's her birthday next week, and it's actually my birthday tomorrow. So I'm going to have the morning off at least tomorrow. Oh no, I'll probably have the afternoon off actually. So I just thought I'd get this in before my birthday. Okay, let's see if there's any questions in there. Oh yes, it's $30,000 on the site. Yeah, it's always been that price. It's not come down. Rusty, maybe you'll have time to get out for a pint. I certainly will. It's getting dark at about 9:30 here now, so we can just about do it. Happy birthday back at you, Jim. Thank you, mate. Yep, thank you, everybody. And Pip there enjoying her birthday greetings. I bet you can't wait for the YouTube 100k play button. I think I might have a few more birthdays before that, but it would be nice. Yeah, I'm really focused on this channel now. I'm really going for it. So I wanted 10k in a year. I've smashed that. So that is thanks to all you guys. Alistair Davidson from Blackmagic. Hello. Oh, sorry, ex-Blackmagic. Actually, he's at Scan now, doing a really good job there. So thank you, mate. Do you use any LUT for work? I'm going to show you that in a moment. And yes, I do occasionally use LUTs, but sparingly. Okay, I don't use LUTs that you generally buy on YouTube type thing. What's the beer of your choice? I like a beer Moretti, even though I can't say it at the minute, but I do like a beer Moretti, something like that. Basically, you know, light, crisp, and full of chemicals, probably. What software did you use before DaVinci Resolve? I started my world of colour was actually on Avid Symphony, really, as an online editor, but it was Digital Vision Filmmaster was my first true colour grading system that I used. And then I worked with Apple Colour for a while, and then I've been on DaVinci Resolve for more than 10 years. So there you go. Adam Reezy has just given me $10 very kindly. Thank you very much, sir. I shall get myself a beer and Moretti with that. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you. Scan computers are great, Frank. Yep, they are. Whiskey of choice. I don't drink spirits that much. I do like a gin and tonic, but I'm not a whiskey drinker. It's never have been. It's wine, beer, gin. That's me. Do you think it's worth upgrading to DaVinci Resolve Studio from Rock and Roll Reese? It's it's just an absolute no-brainer. 235 quid to improve the quality of your life, no end. Even if you just do it so that you're using multiple GPUs. You know, with the free version, you're only using one GPU. It's going to be much quicker straight away. Don't even think about it. And you get the speed editor with it at the minute. I mean, it's an absolute no-brainer. I can't believe anyone who's not working with the full version. They just must be, I don't know, baffles me. Before your own company. This company is, I've had this company 22 years now. So as Online Creative is my company, I'm sort of within that company with 22 years. So I did some freelance stuff. I worked at a non-linear editing video manufacturer before that, back in the 90s. So yeah, but I've been 22 years now running this business. Resolve fee is worth for the noise reduction alone. Yeah, it's all worth it. I mean, it's 235 quid. It's an absolute no-brainer. Speed editor, amazing value from Sid. Yes, it is. Right, let's have a little look. I'll come back to some more questions in a minute. We've got 100 and how many have we got on here? 139, I think. I can't actually work it out. I'm in a bit of a weird mode on that. I'm in a top chat as well. I just think I should be in full live. Bear with me a sec. It's a long time since I've done this now. I'm going to mess this up, aren't I? Let me just pull this out the chat so I can see what's going on. Live chat. Okay, there we go. Sorry, this is only my third one. I'm trying my best. Right, let's have a look at my grade. Okay, so I'm going to do this little grade breakdown for you. So hopefully this works well. I'm going to shift over to my GUI. I need my pen, not the mouse. Okay, so I'm hoping you can see that clearly. Let me just move this over. Okay, so you should be able to see my GUI now. Let me just, I don't think you can actually, just bear with me. I don't know why this is not working with the shortcuts. Okay, is that... There we go. Right, good. Okay, sorry about that. I'm been told specifically not to wait for the delay and check it's working, but I can't help it. I'm sorry. I just need to know that you can all see what I'm doing. Okay, this is a music video by a brilliant artist called Chinchilla. and let's give her a better screen grab, a better shot to work on. And it was a really nice grade because it's 6 different scenes in a thing, all really big, vibrant colours. So we've got, let me bring up my timeline here. So you can see we've got these beautiful, rich colours on each of the different scenes, and it was really good fun to grade. So this is basically my fixed node tree that I work with. It's one of a few that I have, but this is the one that I adapted slightly for this. Now, the actual grade I did, if I just go to my previous version, is this. It was slightly different, and the reason being is that when this came to me, it's all done with Zcam. Now, I've never worked with Zcam before. So what I wanted to do was know how to work with the CST, what is the color space transform in Resolve, but it doesn't support Zcam. So what you have to do is, if you go onto the Zcam website, you download this application called Zlog Color. Okay, so I downloaded that, went in to my regular node tree, and what I would do to start with, so I have a bit of stuff going on. I'm going to explain all these to you, but my regular node tree, if you've seen in some of my previous episodes, you'll recognize how this works. But if I basically disable all that, I'm just pressing Command and D, that is now showing you what just adding Zlog does to the image. Okay, so it's really nice. It gets us from this, which is our flat profile. Okay, so this is all coming at 4K in our file, and straight on there. So the Zlog by default does this. Now the problem I had is I opened the Zlog settings, and this is the interface for it. Now the problem with it is there's too much going on there for me to have a client sat next to me or sat behind me in the room, and to actually suddenly work out what all this is when I haven't used it before. So it was hard for me to actually trust. I couldn't get any test material beforehand, so it was a little bit tricky. I did have a chance to have a little play, but I just didn't quite know where I was going with it. Okay, so like particularly here, the output color space defaults to ZRGB_AX2. I don't really know what that is and haven't used it before, so I didn't want to try it on a live project, sorry. Down here, you can change it into Rec 709 color space. I tried that, and it didn't actually look that much different. You can see it hardly change. I can't even see any change at all. But I just wanted to do the actual grade for the client using methods that I know and understand. So if you look at my actual setting, if I go back to my previous version, you'll see that I don't have a CST on it at all. I actually did it myself. I created my own exposure and curves and everything at the beginning of the node tree here. Okay, so let's go back to my version. Okay, so let me put all this back on. Oh no, sorry, I'll leave that one on. So what I'll do is I'll go through this and show you what we actually did. So the first thing I've done, my first 2 nodes will always be sort of exposure and adjustment of temperature. Okay, so if there's my exposure, so you can see down here I've got a little bit of gain, and oh, hang on, why is that not? There you go, got on the right one. So first thing I do is my offset. Okay, I've shown you this before on some of my tutorials, but I adjust my offset to get the exposure in the right place, looking at my scopes. Okay, and I've done a little bit of work with the lift and a little bit of work in the gain. Okay, then my second node here is temperature. Now what I wanted here, we want nice clean whites. I wanted them a little bit soft. I didn't want them harsh because this is kind of fairy tale type stuff. The references I got given, if I've got them to hand, no, I haven't got them here, but they were kind of, Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, that it's very sort of theatrical. So that's my temperature one on there, and then moving through here. If I go to this one was mid-tone detail, so we just took out a little bit of soft inner skin. So you can see there, if I put the highlight on, that's what I did. I just grabbed a little bit of highlight and we just put a little bit of mid-tone detail down. That just softens the skin a little bit. Okay, this one was a little bit of work in the log controls. Okay, so these are all in parallels down here. Okay, so I've got a little bit of work in the logs, and where's that working? Yeah, the mid-tone detail down a little bit. Sorry, I'm highlighting the wrong one. Here we go, log, there we go. So you can just see a little bit of adjustment in the shadows there, a little bit of adjustment in the highlights, not too much, but just a little bit in there. The next one down is gamma. So what have I done in here? oh, I know, yeah. So I was just in the wheel. I literally just lifted up gamma a little bit here. Okay, you can see that. You probably can't see that because it's behind me, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Right, let's see if I can change that here. Okay, I just don't think my shortcuts are working in OBS. That's the problem. I'll have to do it here. There you go. So that will change now. Sorry, these shortcuts have been working all day and they're suddenly not working now. Okay, so that's the gamma. So it's down here, gamma. I'll just go back to the other one so you can see what I did. There's my log controls. Down here, a little bit of adjustment in the shadows, a little bit of adjustment in the highlights. Okay, that's just affecting the top and the bottom of the scale. There's my gamma, which you've just done. This is, what's this? Color boost versus saturation. Now I've literally just done, let me go full screen again. How can I get OBS to work with shortcuts? It's going to drive me mad. Okay, so I just did an episode on this. What I've done in here is color boost and saturation together. So basically, you better off just watch the tutorial. It's literally just gone up, but I do a really deep explanation of how you can really keep nice whites and keep saturation in there just using color boost and saturation. And I've literally done it here. So if you look at my color boost saturation settings down here, there's my color boost. So it's just down a little bit, okay? And my saturation is up a little bit. And if I switch this on and off, have a look at the whites in here, okay? You can see that, you can actually see on the parade here it changing as well, okay? It just cleans up those whites really nicely. All right, and that's the effect I wanted. So I do recommend you check out that tutorial. It's a really good tool. You really need to understand how those things work. This one's called Skin. I can't remember why. What have I done on this one? Oh, I know what this is just hue versus, this is probably a curve. Oh, in fact, it's empty. It's the one that I would use for skin normally. So that would be maybe a hue versus saturation, something like that. Hue versus hue even. Oh, in fact, I've done it up here, that's why. And there you go, it's exactly what I said it is, yeah, hue versus saturation. So again, I'll show you this. It just takes out the red in the face. So let's have a look, see there, with it off and on, it just pulls out a little bit of the tone. I hope you can see this down. Oh, you can't see the GUI again. Oh, I'm sorry, I've really messed this up. It's throwing me because OBS won't let me use the shortcuts. John, if you've got any ideas why I can't see why my shortcuts suddenly don't work. So I'm just checking the comments quickly. I just would really like these shortcuts to work. I've set them all up this morning. They were working beautifully. All right, I'm still going to get the info across to you, I promise. Right, watch the color boost saturation one. This one is skin. All I've done is put a little window around it. You should be able to, and there's my window, just to make sure I get hands in as well. And I've just taken out a tiny little bit of saturation. If you try getting a Stream Deck, I don't think I can quite sort that out now, but I don't need a Stream Deck at the minute. Okay, you can see the GUI. I just would love to be able to get the shortcuts working. Okay, playing up. Right, these two are empty. So because I work on fixed node trees, and I've covered this before, as to why I work with fixed node trees, but these two are empty. Just because I have 20 nodes on there, or whatever I've got on there, it's not even 20, I don't think, 17 nodes, I don't necessarily have to fill them, okay? Right, this one here now is the Z-log. So that is Z-log, and I chose the output color space to be Rec 709, okay, because that's what I want to work with. So just so you can see here, my color management in here is not color managed, it's just set to regular DaVinci YRGB, with a Rec 709 Gamma 2.4 timeline color space, okay? All right, next one, what is this? So this is now all after the Z, oh, sorry, no, this one's before the Z-log. This is doing, what is it doing? Nothing, it's empty. Yeah, I don't think it's doing it. It says it's doing something, but I can't see what. So it's obviously not doing that much. Let me switch it on and off and see. No, the parade's not even moving. Okay, that's my S-log, and then I come to here. Now this is a LUT. So I'm going to show you a LUT that I have used on this. I'm going to switch it off and switch it on. Now what I've done, this was another episode I did where I was talking about film LUTs. So let me just see if I can get this out. So if I decompose this, or show compound node, be easier. What I've got is a CST here, which is taking me to Cineon Film Log. And in the tutorial I did, it's called How to Use Film LUTs, You're Using Them Wrong, or something like that. I explained that in order for the film LUTs to work in Resolve, you need to change your output gamma to Cineon Film Log. Okay, and that's what I've done here. Now, when I apply this one, which is what is this one? It's the Kodak 2385 D60, and that now works, and that will now convert it correctly into Rec 709 color space. If you don't use this conversion here, you get that, okay? And it would actually be worse than that because I've dialed it back as well using a key. All right, using the key gain, sorry. So you need to transform it into Cineon Log Gamma first, okay? And I've done a full tutorial on that. You need to watch the tutorial if you don't understand what I'm talking about here. All right, let's go back to the last bit. This one here is this is a last tweak that I'm doing. It's in offset. So this is kind of my trim tools now. This is the last little tweaks that I'm making to help just to help get the exact look that I want. So what I've done here is the tiniest little bit of offset. So I've done a 1/4 of a point down in red and 3/4 of a point down in green. So it's hardly anything. And then there's a last little node on the end here, which is that will be glow by the looks of it. So if I open that up, yeah, so I've got a little bit of glow in there. I've knocked it back so hard. I mean, it's hardly in there at all. If you look at my gain here, 0.82. Oh, it's not down as much as I thought actually, but I used it quite sparingly there, and you'll probably find in the open effects, yeah, I've knocked the opacity right back here as well. All right, so that's a little breakdown of that grade. So that's the start, the finish, and this is the with the S log, sorry, the Z log on, and then adding the grade gets us to there. So it's a lot of fun, and you know, we've got these nice ones here. So you see very similar node tree going on here. That was the yellows, reds, really super rich reds. It was really, really nice job to work on. So I'll stick some of these on Insta soon. It's called Chinchilla Fingers if you want to check it out. Okay. All right, let me just switch back to me. Right. What a car crash that was. Right. That is basically how I did that grade. Okay, so I hope that helps. I'm so sorry about the OBS thing. There's a shortcut key with OBS and Big Sur. I'm not even on Big Sur yet. It's been working all day. So my apologies if that ruined your enjoyment, but hopefully you took away some facts and figures out of it. Right, let's answer a couple of questions. Have you used DaVinci Wide? Should be color managed, color science, and DaVinci Wide Gamut Resolve color management preset. Your thoughts, Paul L. I am still having issues with it. I'm not on 17.2 yet. The reason I'm not on 17.2 is because I've heard there's quite a few bugs in it that would get in my workflow way, and I want to make sure that they're ironed out first. I'm on a pretty stable version of 17.1.2, I think I'm on. But the color management is still doing a few things that doesn't work in the workflow that you've just seen me do. I like to work with CSTs, so I know where I'm making my changes into which gamma and which color space I want to work in. All right, so I've just found I've got better control over it for now. I do intend to go full color managed when it's working. And in my long form documentary stuff, it really would help me actually, because the CSTs, I have to set up several different CSTs for different cameras that I'm working with. So we work a lot with C300, Arri Alexa, you know, Sony FX6, FX9. I'm getting a real mixture. So I have preset CSTs depending which cameras I'm using. And I tend to do all that to start with. So I will spend a long time on a documentary getting all the color management right for all the different cameras that I'm working with. So I'm in a good start space. So it takes a long time to get going, but it saves you time in the long run. Just mapping the right CSTs. You can group the clips together, that sort of stuff. I do intend to do an episode on that. Okay. Oh, Jim. Ace, looks like you're answering a few questions for me. I don't know how many questions I've missed here because I'm scrolled down miles here. Can't see the screen at the moment, sadly, so you should be able to see me. There's some questions on the sheet. Right, thank you, John. Let me have a look. Okay. Hi, Darren. Could you cover how to use mats at some point from 3D Animation Master? I can. I don't have any here right now. Sorry, that's something I might have needed as a pre question. So I could have set that up for you. I'll look into it for you for a future episode. How long did it take to get you as good as you are now? I've been color grading. I started onlining probably 15, 16, 17, no, it was longer than that, about 21 years ago. Which started to get me into colour grading. So I've been proper colour grading for 13 years, 14 years, something like that. I would say, and pretty much almost full time for 10 years, something like that. You know, the more practice you do, the better you get. There's no doubt about it. But I'm never going to be. I'm always learning. So you just get on board when you're ready. You know, it doesn't stop. It really doesn't stop. What updates were included in the latest speeder set? I haven't done the update. I haven't got 17.2 yet, so I haven't had a chance. I have been absolutely back to back with grades at the minute, which is why my channel's not had quite the input that I normally would give it. I just can't get a break, and I can't update to 17.2 while I'm in the middle of these jobs. So I'm hoping I've got about another 2 weeks of this, and then I should be able to relax and get it done. So I will post. I'll put something in my community tab on my YouTube channel. So have a look at that. Yash, can you spare a little bit of information regarding some tips and things to take care while making show reels? Yeah, Yash, you did comment on this. So thank you for that. Do you know what I've thought about? You can go onto something. There's a site called pexels.com. Pexels.com, and they offer free footage, and they've got free footage that's log as well. So I thought it might be a good idea for you to, because I know one of your issues was you getting access to footage. If you just download some of them and if you're just showing before and after grades, that's a really good thing to to actually show to prospective clients or to prospective production companies who might want to just use you, and you offer your services cheap, of course, and just to get a couple under your belt. But if you just want a bit of footage to play with, that's a good way to go. I'll try and I'll see if I can get some footage that I'll put a download in. If you join my email list, I know, Yash, that you have, but I have an email list. It's normally in the description of any of my YouTube videos. And in there, I sometimes give away some free clips and free stuff. So if you want to join my email list, by all means, that's where you need to go. Frank Grant, do you have an opinion on plugins like Film Convert? I've just been sent Film Convert, so I'm going to give that a full analysis. The one issue I had with Film Convert to start with was I have to download and install every single driver for every single camera straight away, and every time I think about using it, it's not the camera that I want to use. So I just find that a little bit tedious that there can't be just a one plugin of all the cameras. But I'm yet to use it in anger, and I'll probably do a review on it soon. So I have got it installed on here. Okay, all right, let's have a look. Let's see where we're at here. Thank you for that, John, for now. How many questions have I got? Actually, I don't know. Okay. How's your experience with PC? I just did a PC tutorial. I had a go on a PC recently from Scan Computers, so you can watch that episode and find out how I got on with it. I do like my Mac. So, right. What is next? Sorry, I've got to keep an eye on my notes to make sure I do everything right. Okay, yeah, so talking of that and getting sent Film Convert and things like that, I've also been sent another couple of things. So one of the nice things, I think, when you get past, this started happening when I got past about 10k, is you start getting sent free stuff. So I get sent some really weird things. I get asked if I would like to receive certain things first, and I generally say no. I mean, there are some people that want to send me microphones and things like that. I'm a colorist. I don't really need to test out microphones. But I have been sent a couple of things that I did and I did say I would mention quickly on my channel. So this is, if you like, yes, I've been sent these things for free, but I have been using them and they're good. So the first one, if I get this right, is this thing. So I hope you can all see that. It is by a company called Pengo, and it's a HDMI, no, it's not, it's a USB, what is it? Yeah, it's HDMI to USB or USB-C. So hopefully that my autofocus is working there, and you can see that. So it's a really nice little simple device. It's a bit like the ATEM Mini Pro, the full mixing thing, but it literally just takes HDMI to USB-C. You plug it straight into your computer, and what I can do, or what I like with this, is I can take a HDMI feed out of my Ultra Studio, feed it into this, and I can then stream my grade feed to a client. So they get a nice clean feed from my Ultra Studio instead of sharing a GUI or sending them a QuickTime and all the issues that go with QuickTime. I just find it a really quick and easy way. So I can just set up like a YouTube channel or Skype or whatever you want, and you can literally feed it. Now, albeit you're not feeding out a perfect signal because of what it's being received on, so YouTube, etc. But it's a good start, and it works for a few of my clients. They're quite happy with it. This is cheap as chips, and this is also 4K, so it's 4K compatible. So it's literally plug and go, no drivers, nothing. So that's really nice bit of kit. So if you want to stream cheap your feed to a client so they can watch remotely your grade, that is a really good way of doing it. And the other thing I got sent that I liked was this thing. I'm going to have to switch my screen. I hope this. Oh no, I'm going to have to do it on. I'm going to have to go into this OBS thing again. Sorry about this. Right, is this thing. It's called a BenQ screen bar, okay? And what it is, if you look on the left-hand side here, you'll see that's without that light on. And what it is, it's a thing, it clips on the top of your computer. It's apparently compatible with any screen size. And then when you switch it on, it gives you a nice light, but it takes out the sort of reflection off your screen. I don't know how it quite works, but it looks really good. I'm really enjoying working with it. You can change the color temperature of it. It's nice color temperature accuracy. It works really well. Now, obviously, it's completely useless for color grading because, because it's scattering light all over the place. So, but for the edit suite, this is really nice. I really like it. So if I go to the second one, that's the little controller that comes with it. So it auto senses the light level in the room and it will adjust it accordingly. But it basically takes out the glare and sort of eye fatigue, and I really like it. So it's got a BenQ screen bar. You have to Google it. I haven't got the details on it, but that was really nice. So there you go. There's my plugging for kit that I get. It's all a bit of fun. So it's quite nice. And if Wacom are listening, I would actually like. I'm trying to get in touch with you. I sell your products really well on my channel. I love Wacom. I love working with the pen. I get lots of questions about it. If you want to send me some kit, I'd love to review it for you. And Tesla, if you're listening, I'll be quite happy to try out some of your kit as well. But yeah, let's see. At 20K, probably not, but there you go. Okay. Right, so while I'm here, let's, where am I on? Full screen me. Right, let's go back to my interface. And I want to introduce you to Mr. Jay Littman. So I watch Jay's channel quite religiously every Wednesday, and he very kindly sent me this very nice message of congratulations. I'm just going to play this for you because I thought it was very sweet of him. So let me go into full screen mode, and hopefully you can hear this.
Hey Darren, Jay here. Just wanted to give you a huge congratulations on 20,000 subscribers. I am absolutely amazed by how fast you've grown. You bring a lot of value to not just the DaVinci Resolve community, but the video editing community as a whole. So keep doing what you do, man. I'm happy to call you a friend, and congrats again.
As he slickly switches over to the live using the software. So thank you, Jay. That was really kind of you, mate. And I watch Jay does a Q&A every Wednesday. It's at 7 p.m. UK time, so it's the same time as this, but it's tomorrow. And I love it. It's about editing, it's about Resolve, but it's not just Resolve centric, it's about the other products as well, it's about editing in general. It's light-hearted, it's a bit of a laugh as well. We're all getting to know each other a little bit in the chat, so it's just a bit of fun. And I put the web address on there. Jay didn't do that. That wasn't a self-advertising. I actually put that on there so that people do know where to go for his channel, because it is a good channel. But he's always been very kind to me, even in when I was just had 1K, 2K, 3K. So always worth a look at. I'm normally there, so check it out tomorrow. But if he's doing one tomorrow, I know he's just had a baby, so it's hit and miss, isn't it? But check out Jay. He's a great lad. Okay, what's next? How about should we do the prize? Let's do the prize. It's a good question, right? Sid J Eos, is it harder doing live streams than color grading? I promise you, my color grading is a lot slicker than this. Jesus, I'll be very hungry, man. Okay, let's do the prize. Right, so what do we do? Right, so what I'm going to give away is a 1 hour one-to-one with me on Zoom at a time that's conveniently mutual to both of us. It is over Zoom, so it's not negotiable that I can't do it on anything else. It has to be done on Zoom. That's the way I do it. So if you don't want to do it on Zoom for whatever reason, please don't enter this bit, because that's how I work. It's too complicated for me to work on other things. As you can see, I'm not that great. I'm all right in Blackmagic Resolve, but OBS is killing me here. So what I want you to do is in the comments, okay, so there's 151 of you on there, it looks like. So 156 we've got in there. So you got 1 in 156 chance, and if you just put in there, so my cousin Pip, who has done the last 2 draws for me, is going to pick a winner. It's entirely up to her. She is completely bribable. She takes well to flattery, so Philly boots, go for it. So if you write in there happy birthday, and if you write happy birthday, you'll be considered, so go for it. So you just write happy birthday in the comments, and feel free to woo my cousin Pip at the same time as well. All right, so I'm only looking at top chat, so maybe no one wants to do it anyway. Oh, there we go, there is a few going for it. All right, good. Okay, so there's a few people want to have a one-to-one with me. That's very good to know. And even if you don't want to go techie, we can have a one-to-one, have a beer over Zoom and put the world to rights. Okay, so while that's whizzing away over there, I'll let Pip do his stuff. And we've got in there, so I'm a losing viewer. I've lost a couple now. Pip is tops. Happy birthday, Pip. That's the way to go, mate. Happy birthdays. Love it. Right. So Pip will pick one of those. Right. So what's left? I'm going to do. I want to show you a few little quotes that I've had. I've done this on both my last lives, but I get lots of really nice comments. I mean, I really wake up every morning to some lovely comments. You really are genuinely very kind to me, and it does inspire me to make more programs for you and to keep making this content. It is hard work. This is, I've got a full-time job and a family with kids, and it is hard work. Any YouTuber who's out there, I totally get it now. It's like it doesn't come for free. It certainly doesn't. You've got to work hard for this. But waking up to lots of kind comments really does inspire me and keep me motivated to keep doing it. And just to have it appreciated, that's all I care about, is that everyone does appreciate what I'm doing and takes value out of it and enjoys the content. So I think that is happening. It looks like I'm sort of going the right way. So I get these comments, and I've saved them. I've been saving them since day one, and any that just take my fancy, I've just put them to one side and I keep them in a folder. And what I'm going to do is each time I do a live, I'm going to look at not even the best comments, just the comments that have meant something to me since the live I did before. So I'm going to show you a few of these, but let's have a look. Okay, we've got a winner. Arlene Molker is the winner. Okay, Arlene. So what you need to do is get in touch with me on social media. So you can get in touch with me on Insta. which is Online Creative Post. You can get in touch with me on my Facebook page, which is Killer Tips DaVinci Resolve. If you go to the contact page on my channel, you can email me directly. So get in touch with me and we shall make that work. I look forward to giving you an hour of my time and see what we can do. We can do quite a lot in an hour. So I've been doing quite a lot of one-to-ones with people now, and they're really good. I did them really bespoke. We'll work out what you want to do beforehand. You get your nice concentrated hour of my time. All right, so well done. Congratulations. Right, let's have a look at these then. So I need to go to, what do I need to do on this one? This one. Okay, great. So hopefully you can see this, and hopefully you've got me in the corner of it. Let me just double check the comments here going. All right, good. So we're working. Right, so this one was, and I don't mean to embarrass anyone here. So if this is you did put it out there in the public domain. So I hope it doesn't. I'm not trying to embarrass anyone here. This is all just, I just, these are just comments that I like. So if I could buy shares in a channel, it would be this one. I mean, that's fab. I love it. In 2 years, this will be the #1 channel of its genre, straight to the point, highly professional. I wish I had your knowledge. And obviously, I am blowing my own trumpet here, but I got to 20,000, so why not? I'm going to do it. It's my channel. DKH Art. My first thought. Oh, so this is on the slow motion one. DaVinci Resolve slow motion. I had a couple of people commented like this, but my first thought was like, oh, I probably will not learn anything new from that tutorial. But man, I was wrong. Excellent video. Thanks again. And I do pride myself on making sure that the info in my videos, you should take away one thing. I hope you take away one thing, even in my short ones. That's kind of what I aim for. I like to just try and it's not going to be as obvious as you think, I hope. Michael Foreman, DaVinci Resolve updates about once every month. You might want to update your videos to remain current and relevant. To update, I think I've got 40 videos now, so to update them, to keep Resolve up to date is just an impossible task, but thank you very much for mentioning it. Okay, this one is actually off Facebook, so I just grabbed this. So this is from Kike Colombo. Hi all, Wakas Kazi is the best YouTube colorist. I love his tutorials, but I feel like he always wants to sell me the full course. What do you think? And then I got this one. It's the first time I've been called a dude, but this dude has some good tutorials. So I'm now officially a dude, which is cool. And the response was from Walter Volpato. I really like Darren Austin. Some of you might have heard of Walter. He's pretty good apparently. Knows his stuff. Someone sent me this from a phone message. So they actually sent it to me by email saying, I've just had this. Dang, how was it? I presume they were watching one of my, either a live or I don't know what they might have been watching a stream that I did for Blackmagic. How was it? Awesome. Just watching the way he does the colouring was pretty eye-opening. But I just thought someone actually took the time to send me a phone grab. That was pretty awesome. Nigel, dude, you're a one-man university. So I'm definitely a dude now. This is the second time I've been called a dude. With actual real-world examples delivered with in-depth knowledge and skills. I've learned more about Resolve in the last 2 days than 3 months with the other charlatans on YouTube. That's probably a bit harsh. Totally professional. And yeah, keep up the stellar work. Great, thank you, Nigel. Just keep going, man. You're amazing. Your channel's amazing. You explain everything perfectly. Just keep going. I am definitely keeping on going, Roten. Don't you worry. I'm definitely not stopping after all this. Nearly at the end. Thank you again, Darren. Like always, content straight to the point. No unnecessary introduction, no advertising, and no stupid intro. Okay, you probably know if you, well, you all do watch my channel, but yeah, I do get straight to the point. That's the whole point. A lot of it is because I haven't actually got time to do an intro. I just want to get straight to the point. Your channel is everything that is beautiful and precious about YouTube. I mean, thanks. I love that. Thank you very much. Right, this one's good. I'm going to come out and just say it. You are Jedi level DaVinci Resolve Pro God Legend. All right, that's going on my wall, that one. All right, that is, that's probably about the best quote I've ever had. Found your channel in a few days. I'm in love. I've got groupies. This is brilliant. This is my favorite. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, this is from Craig Minton, and this really touched me. Okay, this is why I do this YouTube channel. Okay, so Darren, as a result of this tutorial and your wonderful and simplistic way of communicating, I finally understood the basics of color grading. You motivated me to color grade my first film. It may not look perfect in a professional's eyes, but for me, it's start, and I was pleased with my attempts thanks to you. Here is the final result, and I actually watched it, and bless him, to get a message like that absolutely touched me. So thank you very much, Craig. Much appreciated, honestly. It's very kind. That is one of hundreds that I get. It's great. Okay. How are we doing? How are we doing for time? Okay, we're getting there. So, right. Where am I going now? That's the quote. Oh, right. One other thing I've got to do, I have a Buy Me a Coffee channel. I'm not asking you to all buy me a coffee. I'm just telling you I've got a Buy Me a Coffee channel. But one of the things I do on there, if people do submit any donation to it, I did promise I'd read their name out. Now, the list is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to do this super quick. All right, I've got a list here. I promise I'll do this really quick, but I do appreciate all of you. So this is a thank you for 20k subs, so I'm going to do thank yous. All right. So the people who bought me since the last live I did, in no particular order, but thank you very much, is Adam Sterling, Remco Schoenfeld, David Graham Baker, BVXTX, Paul K, Mark Osborne, Bill Heath, Juno Ray Lay, Alex Salim, Keith Neely, Derek Cooper, Craig Melville, Daniel Beck, Patrick Shandon, I'm about halfway, Jacob at Raw Film, Andy at 30 Over, David Evans, Jason Jones, Joey Morelli, Stefan, Kevin Woodham, Stephen Murphy, Mark at Explore New Zealand, James Innes, Steve Martin, Benjamin Morley, Paddy Barron, Bruce Moyles, Sala Alshed, sorry if I got that wrong, sorry, John Miles, Frank the One Lemming, Peter van der Waal, Keith Dennis, Ben and Sean Barco. So thank you to all of you for even bothering to go into Buy Me a Coffee just to make the effort. It is appreciated. Right, I've lost my notes now. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Right. Nearly there. Let's have a quick look at the Q&A. Yes, that should run up as a listed name of credits. Next time. In fact, that's a very good idea. I will do that next time. All right, we're nearing the end. Let me have a look at some questions for you. Yash, that was amazing live. Thank you. What colour does your lightsaber have if you were Jedi? It'd have to be 6500 Kelvin, wouldn't it? Really? Should run this in name of credits. Yeah, I've done that one. Okay, let me have a look. I've got a Google sheet here, so I'm just going to try and do that. Are you, Martin Adam, use you only pen in DaVinci for grading is better than mouse. Yep, I've mentioned this quite a few times before. I use a Wacom, and there's my Wacom there, and a pen. I don't use a mouse, full stop. If Wacom get in touch with me after this and send me, this is about 10 years old. If they send me a new Wacom, I will do a review of it and I will do a full tutorial on how to use it. How's that? So if anyone knows anyone at Wacom, let me know. I did reach out to them and no one got back to me. Okay, interested hear about more of those one-to-ones if you have a moment. Just get in touch with me. Things to look out for when buying a monitor for color grading and editing. Consumer budget somewhere less than $1,000. Okay, I mean this has been covered on so many forums. It's the $1 million question. There is a good episode that Warren Eagles did. If you search on Warren Eagles' ICA channel, he's done a comparison of a few different monitors. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen and not the camera. He's done a comparison of a few different monitors, and it's a really good little insight. So he covers the BenQ and the Asus and that sort of thing. So I suggest you have a look at that. It's a tricky one. The more you can spend on your monitor, the better you're going to get. How you handle the new QuickTime Gamma Tag and Gamma Shift? I know how to deal with it. Use the tags when you export in DaVinci Resolve. Go to the advanced panel, the advanced menu, and set the gamma tags. It works. I've also got an external monitor, so I'm not relying on looking at it in my GUI. It works. It's never been an issue for me because I'm using the right kit and I know how to set it up. But use the gamma tags. Work with HSL adjustment before or after creating look. Depends what you want to do on that. Try not to do too much on skin tones and that sort of thing. It's a bit too open-ended question, Jonathan, I'm afraid. I do keying would go before the CST, if that's what you're thinking. I do that. Any of us people starting out as a freelance colorist? Oh my God. I never know how to answer this because I've been doing it so long. The world is a different place. When I started doing color grading, you were seen as a technician, not a creative. You're like a scientist. I mean, there's good courses out there. There really is. You just need experience. You need to practice. Get on that pexels.com and download some footage. Get hold of footage. Try and match it to the film looks that you've seen. Even, I'm not a big advocate of trying to make a still look like a scene out of the Joker necessarily, but it's still good practice. It's good technique. But you want to be able to balance two shots, not one shot. Okay, you've got to get 2 shots and a scene balanced. Okay, that reminds me, I've still got to do the my little 5 secrets, so we're going to do that in a minute. Okay. All right, but good luck, William. Honestly, there's a lot of people doing it now. Is the micro worth it, or should I save the money for the mini? For my money, the mini, if you can afford the extra, is well worth it because you get all the secondary tools. All right, and you want to be able to finesse those, so it is worth the upgrade. But if all you can afford is the micro, go for it. It's better than having nothing. It's better than using a pen and mouse for sure. How to protect your eye. I've lost the question. How to protect your eye with long hours, grade, and many years. Okay, I've only been wearing glasses for about the last 5 years, and I'm 53 tomorrow, actually. So I didn't do too bad. You know, take breaks, look after them. You know, I know people who use eye drops, but I've been fortunate. Good monitoring, good lighting, and you know, take breaks. That's from Amin Saba. Thank you, Amin. Books or reference stuff that you recommend for learning technical stuff. So not so much technical. The books I've got 2 or 3 that I use. I'll just go and get them. These 2 are more about colour in general. They're not about colour grading at all. These are about colour. So this first one is this one, Johannes Itten, The Art of Colour. Okay, this is a Bible. This is showing you how it's covering like Renaissance art and how colours work, and it's a beautiful book. It really explains colour. And the other one is this one, which is Vision and Art, the Biology of Seeing. Again, it's not about colour grading. It's about how colour works. So these are really good resources to start with. Just throw those over here. In terms of technical, you've got the Colour Correction Handbook by Alexis van Herkman. It's always good. The best one for me at the minute, if you're on DaVinci Resolve, is the DaVinci Resolve manual. That's actually written by the same guy. It's fantastic. If you just actually read it and don't treat it like a manual, just read it like a book, you'll actually learn quite a lot. I'll try and do a list for my email list. I'll put a list up of my recommended reads and books and things like that. I'll do it so it's free download. You have to subscribe to the email, but I shall do that. So you should all be subscribing to my email. Okay, right. There's one I think. Let's do one more. Right, DJ Joy. Hi again, Darren. Are you picking up again in-suite sessions, or has the remote session become the new norm? Would like to hear a little bit about your remote session setup. Okay, so yeah, my clients are coming back, which is great. So I'm so much more efficient having the client here, even if they just pop in the morning to start the look than doing it remotely. At the minute, remotely, we're doing how I explained earlier. I'm just doing a live stream out via SDI or HDMI, and the client will log in. I have no way of sending. I mean, I'm not sending them iPad Pro 12s, which I think is what a lot of people are doing, or the iPad Pro, which I know the big companies are doing. Company 3, for example, are doing that, I think. I can't afford to send out iPad Pros to all my clients. So we're doing a bit of streaming still, but they are coming back, and it's great to see people back. You get so much more interaction. It's so much nicer to work with people. I love having clients in here. We have a good bit of banter in the day. It's a lot of fun, and I can get approval straight away. I want them to see it on my calibrated monitors, not on their laptop. So yes, people are coming back, and it's good to see. I'm lucky, I've got a large suite, so we can actually sort of keep social distancing. Everyone sanitizes before they come in. We wear a mask in and out in all the communal areas. So we're making it work. It's going to start coming back. Right, there is another thing I want to show you how we're doing for time. That is an hour. We're doing pretty good. Right, I want to give you 5, these are not secrets, 5 bits of advice that I could give you that will help you in colour grading if you apply these just simply tomorrow. It doesn't matter what level you're at, but if you go out and do this from tomorrow, it will improve your grading, okay? So let me show you. All right, we've still got 134 people, so that's cool. And Akam Rees has just given me $10. Is that from before? No, thank you very much. Little gift for your birthday. Thank you, Akam. Very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. People are nice, aren't they? Okay, right. So I need to go on this one. Okay, my top 5 tips to improve your grading from day one. Number 1, leave the room. Okay, that's So it doesn't mean just leave the room and that's it. That bit of advice is basically when you're grading, okay, every so often, literally get up and leave the room, not because you need a rest or anything like that. You just, if you go out the room, literally, do whatever you need to do, go and put the kettle on or whatever you need to do, just go out of the room and come back in. And if you look at your screen, this is after you've set your look, okay? And if you look at your screen and you're not instantly pleased with what you've done, you've not done it right, okay? So if you leave the room, come back in, have a look at what you've done, and it should be straight away going, there is nothing I would change on that. That is, wow, I've done it. That is the best of my ability, okay? That's just a good tip. You just leave the room, come back in, because your eyes, you just get used to it, even in controlled lighting environment. Just go out the room, go outside, take a little quick walk, just a couple of minutes, and come back in, but have the image ready to go on your screen, and you should be impressed with what you've done. All right, that's my number one tip. Number two, try 3 different grades before you dive in. All right, what you should do is, I'm not talking about 3 different looks necessarily, okay, but this is, presume you've got a little bit of time. You might not have, but if you've got a little bit of time, set your look up, get the look where you want it to be, okay, save it, okay, either restart it or filter it down a bit. You don't have to change your CSTs and things like that, but you might just want to reset it, have another go, save it, have another go. And again, there might be some very similar styles, okay, very similar looks, or there might be completely different looks. And then just compare the 3 and see which one gives you the best starting point. You don't have to go full on grading with all, where you've got 5, 10, 15 layers going on. Just get your basic look and have a look which one is going to be your best starting point. Okay, look at the skin tones, look at where the whites and blacks are going. All right, and you'll find that just 3 different grades from neutral, you'll have 3 different looks, and it's a good way. It's a good way to just sort of start off. Okay, so try 3 different grades before you dive in. Don't be afraid to start again. This one, I use it. I use it a lot. Okay, so you're grading, you're getting the look, you're going through it. You've done 6, 7 layers now, and it's just not quite going where you want. Just reset it, start again, and you'll get it straight away. 9 times out of 10, you'll get a much better look straight away. And it's often because you've done something not quite clever or smart at the beginning, and it's kind of messing you up for your workflow. Or you just need fresh eyes. Again, delete it, walk out the room, come back in, and start it again. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't fight it, just start again. Play it from the beginning of each scene. So when you've done a bit of grading, you've got 5, 6, 7 shots, whatever it needs to be. Okay, don't just move forward and keep going in that direction. Go back and literally play them. They look different on the move than they do as stills. When you're balancing shots, you need to see them on the move. Okay, so I strongly recommend that you do that. Okay, just play it. You don't have to play the whole program out. I do 1-hour documentaries, 90-minute documentaries a lot. I just play the section that I've graded before I get to the end of it. Just check it's going in the right way. All right. Okay, and my tip number 5, listen to your client. Okay, not only listen to your client, you might not think that they know what they want, okay, but they've got an idea of what they want. So listen to what they're saying, interpret that how you want to do that that's the art of being a colorist, I guess, is how you interpret it. But also, what's important is tell them what you're doing, okay? They're sat at the back, they have no idea what buttons you're pressing on here or what they're expecting, and the picture's just sort of moving a little bit. They don't know what they're looking at, okay? So if you're in a position where they're not working, okay, just go and just say, I'm just adjusting contrast here. What do you think? Okay, they don't even have to answer. Just let them know. I'm just playing with the contrast here. Let me know if you're happy. I'm just warming the shot up a little bit. I'm just cooling it off a little bit. Just gives them a little bit of a guide. You don't have to narrate for the whole day, but just when you're getting your initial looks, just let them know what you're doing. Once you're happy with the look, you don't need to narrate after that. But they don't know what they're looking at. This is science to them. All right, so it's just lets them know that you care and you're considering their points. I just saw something from Jim flash up then. Knowing when to stop grading is my number 6. Yeah, I could have actually done about 20 points on here, but knowing when to stop is a very good one as well. Yeah, don't get carried away. Don't use 20 nodes because you can. So there you go. I hope that's helped a little bit. That's my little top 5. Not secrets, but good advice. If I could give you any good advice, and if you do that tomorrow, your grades will be better. Right, how we doing? Still 142 people on, that's pretty good, isn't it? And 87 likes. Yeah, how about you? So get some likes going on there. Let's get those likes up. There's half of you liking it, half of you not liking it. I know I messed up the OBS, but you can still give me a like. Oh, thank you. Whoever's just put that up, that's my top 5. I'll put those in a thing on my email list for you as well. So again, I just want to say again, thank you for the 20k subs in. This is 11 months, 3 days. End of this month, I'll be 1 year on this. I started this out because it was literally during COVID, during our lockdown. My work dried up. I mean, big time. I'll be very honest with you all. And my work really dried up, and I've been busy for 21 years. And I just thought, let's have a go at this YouTube lark. I like training, I like educating, I like doing it. And I've even looked back at a few of my first ones now, which are absolutely dire to look at. I had no lights. I had a Sony a7S II filming in the dark. They look terrible, but I keep going. And I'm genuinely grateful for all your comments, all your love and support, and even on Facebook. And people like Jim, he's always recommending me to other people. It really does go a long way, and I'm going to keep making lots of great content for you. It's just, I'm totally very humbled, if anything. It's just, I love you all. So, I think on that, it's been an interesting live. I'm so sorry I messed it up again. I'll try and get it right for the next one, which would be, I don't know, what's next? 25k? No, that'd be in a few weeks at this rate. But I do love all your comments. I love getting your comments. By the way, I really do recognise all your names now. I really love it. It's like I say, it brightens up my morning and most of my evenings now. I need to actually stop just looking at YouTube comments all the time. Thank you for joining me. All 100, I don't know how many we had, but plenty for me. So I'm really pleased with the turnout. I really appreciate it on a hot Tuesday night. Look after yourselves as ever, and I will see you soon. All right, take care. And thanks to Pip for doing that, and happy birthday. Right, we'll work out to turn this off now, haven't I? Jesus. Thank you all for the happy birthday wishes as well. Seriously. Super, super kind. Oh, there you go. My birthday started early. Right, how do I switch this off? Oh, won't I? So I'll leave it going for a little bit and I'll watch some of your comments, but I am going to just switch off me and go... there we go. Look after yourselves. Thank you. Happy birthday, everyone. Bye.